Stress is like that annoying background app on your phone, draining your energy when you don't even realize it. And most of you are handling it all wrong. You panic, overthink, and let it control your life like a bad reality show. But today, we're going to fix that. You're going to learn how to handle stress like a pro. No fluff, no vague advice, just real, actionable strategies you can actually use. First up, let's talk about perspective. You ever spill coffee on your shirt first thing in the morning and declare the whole day ruined? That's what I call catastrophic thinking. You're letting a tiny inconvenience dictate the next 24 hours of your life. Instead, reframe it. Imagine you're in a sitcom, laugh at it, move on. Stress thrives when you make a big deal out of small problems. Your brain is like a social media algorithm. Whatever you feed it, it amplifies. If you keep telling yourself your day is ruined, guess what? Your brain will go out of its way to prove you right. Instead, shift the narrative. Ever met someone who just shrugs things off? It's not because their life is perfect, it's because they refuse to let the small stuff win. Now, let's get real about prioritization. Ever have so many things to do that you just do nothing? Classic. You stare at your to-do list like it's written in an alien language, scrolling through TikTok instead of getting started. Here's the trick, the 2-minute rule. If something takes less than 2 minutes, do it now. Dishes in the sink, do them. Responding to that email, handle it. Stress isn't about the workload, it's about avoidance. Knock out the small stuff and the big stuff feels manageable. Think about how your room magically gets cleaned when you're procrastinating on something important. That's your brain begging for control. So take control, start small. Momentum is your best friend. Exercise. Yeah, I know you don't have time, but somehow you have time to binge watch an entire Netflix series in one weekend. Make it make sense. You don't have to hit the gym for hours. Just take a 10-minute walk, stretch, do some push-ups while waiting for your ramen to cook. Movement clears stress like a factory reset. Ever notice how everything feels a little less heavy after you go for a walk? That's because movement burns off excess stress hormones. Your body literally shakes off stress like a wet dog shaking off water. And before you say, "I'm too tired," remember that energy isn't just something you have, it's something you generate. Speaking of rolling eyes, let's address deep breathing. I get it, it sounds like some yoga instructor nonsense. But here's the deal, your brain is an over-caffeinated squirrel and deep breathing tells it to chill. Try this. Inhale for 4 seconds, hold for 4, exhale for 4, repeat. It's like hitting pause on the mental chaos, works every time. And if that still sounds too much like meditation, try this. Next time you're stressed, pretend you're blowing up a balloon. Deep inhale, slow exhale, like you're filling up a giant red balloon. Your brain doesn't know the difference. It just knows that slow breathing equals safe. And when your brain feels safe, stress backs off. Next, let's talk about control. You're stressed because you're trying to control things that aren't yours to control. Your coworker's bad attitude, not your problem. The weather ruining your plans, beyond your power. What you can control is your reaction. Instead of wasting energy on what's out of your hands, focus on what is. If it's fixable, fix it. If not, drop it. Think of it like playing a video game. Some things are just background noise. You wouldn't try to fix a game's skybox, so why are you stressing over things you can't change? Direct your energy to things that actually matter. And then there's the doom scroll. You know what I'm talking about. You stress yourself out by constantly feeding your brain negativity, bad news, social media drama, comparing yourself to influencers who edit their lives into perfection. Cut it out. Set boundaries with your phone. No screens for the first 30 minutes after waking up. No mindless scrolling before bed. Protect your mental space like it's your last dollar. Have you ever noticed how your anxiety spikes after a social media binge? That's because your brain wasn't meant to process the entire world's problems before breakfast. If you wouldn't let a toxic person talk in your ear 24/7, why are you letting your phone do it? Finally, laugh. Yeah, seriously, you think stress is this big, serious monster, but have you ever laughed in its face? Watch a stupid comedy. Call that one friend who makes you laugh until your stomach hurts. Stress hates joy. The more fun you have, the less room stress has to exist. Ever had one of those moments where something goes so wrong that you just have to laugh? That's your brain realizing that stress doesn't have to win. So instead of clenching your jaw and grinding through life, find a reason to laugh every single day. It's not about ignoring your problems. It's about reminding yourself that life isn't just about problems. Look, life's gonna throw chaos at you. That's a given. But how you handle it, that's your power. You can let stress eat you alive, or you can manage it like a pro. Your choice. Start now. Take a breath, stretch, knock out that 2-minute task, and maybe, just maybe, turn off your phone for a bit. Stress doesn't have to own you. You're in charge now.